Coming up on Texans today, overreactions, maybe just reactions and rumors after the Texans 27-19 loss to the Seattle Seahawks. I just can't believe what we witnessed. We waited until 9 o'clock at night to watch an absolute clown show of an offense get rolled out. Nick Caley looks like a pre-K student trying to form a sentence for the first time with how he's operating this offense. It was pitiful to watch as a Texans fan. And still the Texans lost by one score. I mean, they're losing these close games by one score, and I don't know whether to be proud of this Texans defense, just so upset about this Texans offense, or somewhere in between. But we're going to go over little overreactions on today's show. Like I said, after a 27-19, the score shouldn't have been that close on this Monday Night Football matchup. And if you're with me, I am beyond frustrated. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm every single insert negative adjective right there around this Texans offense. And if you feel the same way, go down and hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. I want to see 1,000 likes on this video so I can prove it, show it to my bosses, show it to whatever Texans front office members or people around this Texans staff that watch these videos to know just how upset and how disappointed we are with this offense and what we're seeing on a week in and week out basis. Because unless we're playing backups or the worst team in the NFL, this offense looks like it's a bottom 5 offense out there. And that leads me to my first overreaction. Nick Caley's offense blows. Yup. 4 Toro heads. H-Town, hold it down. It sucks. It's horrible. It is so sorry of an offense. And the fact that, new OC, we're implanting all this new stuff, this, that, and the other, it looks so discombobulated. It looks like, the only time the Texans were really able to move the ball down the field is when they went hurry up. And then I don't even know if Nick Caley was calling plays during that drive or if they were just going, up-tempo, kind of pre-scripted stuff. But whenever it's a Caley decision, it sucks. 3rd and 4th down, whenever the Texans turn it over on downs, you run zone, run to the left behind Laken Tomlinson, and then you get to the 1-yard line and you're running all these play-action passes instead just QB sneak it, man. Everybody, I was on X, Twitter, social media. I was listening to Dan Orlovsky. Everybody and their mother was saying QB sneak it. But no, we're gonna run fade routes to the back of the end zone and force CJ Stroud to make tough throws. And I don't think I ever thought I would even put out this sentence as a question on any of my shows this year. I didn't even think it was a possibility. But with how bad this Texans offense is, do you wish the Texans just had kept Slowick over getting Caley? If it was between we just had Bobby Slowick for another year or had Nick Caley, be hard-pressed to say we wouldn't be better off if we just kept Bobby Slowick. Let me know your thoughts down below. I know Slowick, he came with his own set of problems, but, man, I feel like this offense is worse than last year. I feel like it is. This leads me to my next overreaction, though. Is it time to give up on CJ Stroud? Fake news. During the watch party, I did say at one point, do you bench him for Davis Mills in this game? It's just because he looked lost. It looked like a point to where he was throwing deep balls that were 5-6 yards short. He was throwing, medium to long routes on the sidelines and overthrowing them by 5 yards. There was one play, Jaden Higgins wide open on one-on-one coverage on the right side on the boundary, and Stroud just sails it. Just absolutely sails it. And whenever he's not doing that, he's getting pressured, not being able to ID the blitz. But I'm saying fake news on it's time to give up on Stroud because I feel like if you put in any quarterback that's not a top, a Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson level quarterback, they are going to struggle with this Texans offense because of the O-line, the weapons, and really just Nick Caley in general. So, I still think C.J. Stroud is a franchise quarterback. I still believe that the Texans, if they're able to at the end of the year, should extend C.J. Stroud maybe on a team-friendly deal with how things are going this year. I don't know if Stroud would be down for that or if he would want to test free agency himself. I don't know. But I don't think it's time to give up on Stroud yet. I'm not there. I'm not there yet with CJ. I know it's been tough, and it's been a tough watch. But go back and watch those playoff games from last year. I'll tell you to do that. Go back and watch those playoff games from last year. The Chargers game, the Chiefs game. I still think CJ's got it. Now, I will say, was it a mistake trading away Laremy Tunsil? Starting to look like that. I'm giving it 2 Toro heads. And this isn't as much of Ariante Ursery is really bad, because I think eventually he can be good. I think he's a good rookie that can develop, and maybe 2 years, a year down the road, we're looking going, dang, Ariante Ursery is a really solid left tackle. He still has those rookie bumps. But you had to spend an early round pick on left tackle. And you could have gotten another left guard. You could have added to this offensive line in multiple other fashions, multiple other ways. And I feel like you focused so much on replacing Tunsil because you traded him away that, kind of screwed you on offense. You draft Ariante Ursery, who isn't as good as Laremy Tunsil at this moment. Maybe he can develop and do as good as him one day. But he's not as good as Laremy Tunsil is right now. And winning in the now, you didn't do much to improve it. You got worse at left tackle, left guard, Laken Tomlinson and Juice Scruggs, Jake Andrews. He's had some moments, but I feel like he's so weak up front sometimes. He gets bullied around. Ed Ingram, he's shown you flashes at right guard. He's been good. I think the PFF numbers are a little overflated. I think, he's been good for this Texans team, but I don't know if he's the second best guard in the NFL. And then Titus Howard, the only starter that you had from last year. So I feel like the Texans just rolling in with all these question marks up front and not really addressing the offensive line kind of screwed you, and it all started with trading away Laremy Tunsil. I have some more overreactions in just a moment, but I couldn't do today's show if it wasn't for our amazing sponsor over at PrizePicks. Get started today with PrizePicks. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on PrizePicks, where it's good to be right. PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season or basketball season as well. A little bit on the fly for my girl producer Avery. I think I have a photo in there of a basketball PrizePicks lineup. Yeah, there we go. I'm going live today for this season opener. And here's my lineup, because let's not daunt on the football. Let's look forward to basketball. Maybe where our team can actually score some points. Shingun, I'm going 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Give me the more. Amin Thompson, 12.5 points and assists. Give me the more. Harnstein, give me less on the rebounds. And Kevin Durant, I'll go more on the points. They're giving you a freebie with Stephen Curry as well. Make sure to download the PrizePicks app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. Once again, going live tonight for that Rockets game. Next overreaction. Is the Texans defense legit? 2 Toro heads. They got burned by JSN. I was a little disappointed with how our corners played, but, man, they showed heart throughout the whole game, and they kept you in it. Namely 51. Will Henderson Jr., 5 tackles, a tackle for loss, a sack, a strip sack, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. He showed up. And a couple other Texans defenders played pretty well as well. I think E.J. Speed had a pretty good game. But first and foremost, I think Jalen Petrie had a good game too, but Will Anderson Jr. with the play of the game to at least give you a chance to stay in it to possibly win. So let's show some love. Let's give our flowers to Will Anderson Jr. Spam those 51s down in the comment section if you made it to this point of the video, because at least someone showed up for Houston. It wasn't the offense. At least 51, the Terminator, said, you know what, I'll put this team on my back. If the offense isn't going to score, I'll at least score a touchdown. Yeah, Will Anderson Jr. had as many touchdowns as the Texans offense did on Monday night. My next one, Texans should make a trade. Yup. I'm going to give this one 3 Toro heads. If you want any chance to get a wild card spot to make the playoffs this year, you got to make a move. This Texans roster right now, it's not going to do it. It's just not. It's just not going to do it. You need to make a move. And I'll be coming out with more trade videos on who I think the Texans should add or could add. But you need to do something, Nick Caserio. I know you're not a big in-season move kind of GM. You're more of a, let me trade away draft picks that don't mean anything in the 6th and 7th round. But we got to make something happen in season this year. You got to make some sort of move. An offensive lineman, a tight end, something. Because this, especially on offense, this Texans roster, it's not there. You can hope to make the 7th seed and more than likely get bounced in the first round if you even have a chance to make the playoffs. And leading with that, the last overreaction, the Texans season is over. Fake news. It is not over because the AFC is wide open. I mean, the best teams in the AFC are from your own division. The Titans, the Jags, they seem like 2 of the best teams in the AFC. They beat the Chiefs. But, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. These next 3 games, all home games, I don't know if you're winning those games, though. Up against the Niners, the Broncos, and the Jags. If we can't score against the Seahawks, we're scoring against the Niners defense and the Broncos defense. I mean, it helps you being at home, but especially with Nico Collins, next couple weeks in a little bit of doubt with that concussion. He left the game, did not return. I am worried for this Texans offense in these next 4 weeks. You got to pick up at least 2 wins here, right? Like 2 or 3. Realistically, you got to win all 4 to get back in it. You're now 2-4. You can only lose a couple more games. You can only lose probably 2 or 3 more games if you want to make the playoffs. So, week 8 against the 49ers, probably no Brock Purdy. It's more than likely going to be Mac Jones, but I don't know, folks. I'm not ready to say the season's over, and maybe until week 9, week 10. I'm not going to do mock drafts just yet. I can't do that, but something needs to happen. This team needs a fire under their ass, and maybe this game is the game that finally happens, but they need to prove it to me week 8 up against the 49ers if they want Texans fans to show up and show out like they have the past couple of years, because that game was absolutely embarrassing. We need to see more as a fan base. We need to see more from this Texans franchise.